Find a comfortable cross-legged seat, or if you're more comfortable sitting up on your shins, sitting back on your heels, knees together, you can try that position. Just find a seat that's comfortable for you. Place your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes here and just feel your seat connecting with the floor as the crown of your head reaches toward the ceiling. Finding that length in your spine, soften your shoulders away from your ears, allow your arms to relax down. Just bring your awareness to your breath here for a moment. Letting go of anything that may have been on your mind before, what may be coming after this practice. Just see if you can be here with your breath. Now we're going to practice an extended breath. So on an inhale, count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and as you exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue on your own, inhaling and exhaling to a count of 5. And after your next exhale, just release the technique, return to a natural breath. Just notice how you're feeling in this moment, physically, energetically, emotionally. Just noticing. When you're ready, drop your chin to your chest, flutter your eyes open, and then lift your head back up. Bring your arms out alongside your body so that your fingertips are touching the floor. Arms are long, engaged. Spine is still reaching toward the ceiling. Turn your palms to face up, and as you inhale, reach your arms up toward the ceiling so that your fingertips are reaching, extending the side of your body long. On your next exhale, turn your palms out and exhale back down. Again, inhale, lifting up, slowing down the movement to extend the breath. And exhale, arms come back down. See if you can move through that little vinyasa, moving with the breath. Inhaling, lifting your arms up to the count of 5. And exhaling, back down. 2 more times. Nice and slow, so that your breath becomes long and smooth. And now here, inhale, lift your arms up again, reaching toward the ceiling. Take a big breath in, getting long and tall, and then exhale, twist towards your right, bringing your left hand to your knee, your right knee, and your right hand behind you. Inhale, lift tall, and exhale, twist a little deeper. You can look out over your back shoulder, feeling a gentle twist in your spine. On your next inhale, bring your arms back to center, reaching tall. Inhaling, lifting the arms up. And then exhale, twist in the opposite direction. And with every inhale, feel your spine lengthening. And every exhale, maybe you twist a little bit more without forcing, just gently moving into the pose. Inhale, lift your arms back up to center. Exhale, hands together, down through heart center. And maybe take a moment here to set an intention for your practice or for your day or evening ahead. How you would like to respond to what comes your way. And from here, you'll come onto all fours. So bring your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. So you're making a tabletop position. Look forward towards the front of your mat so the back of your neck is long. And we'll move through a few cat-cows here. So on an inhale, tuck your toes. Drop your belly towards the mat. Lift your heart forward, look forward, arching up. Exhale, drop the top of your head towards the mat. Lift your navel in and up towards your spine. Tailbone tucks. Inhale, back to cow. Toes tucked, heart reaches forward. Exhale, untuck your toes, lifting up into cat. Move through a few more cat-cows on your own breath, seeing if you can keep that steady rhythm of your breath that we started with. Feeling the space between your shoulder blades expand in cat. Collarbones expand when you're in cow. On your next inhale, come into a neutral spine. Move your hands about one hand's distance forward. Spread your fingers nice and wide so that the full palm is planted on the mat. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back toward the back of the wall behind you, towards the ceiling of that wall. Lifting your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to find that length in your spine. So you may want to bend your knees a bit here so that you can press your hands away as you lift your hips higher. And then with time, slowly begin to straighten your legs without compromising the length in your spine. You can pedal out your feet here, bringing one heel towards the mat at a time. Really pressing away on an inhale, lifting the hips on an exhale in this down dog. You can do whatever movement feels right here. You can move your hips from side to side a bit. And then on your next inhale, come forward into a plank pose, bringing your shoulders over your wrists. You might have to step your feet back slightly or move your shoulders back a bit. So shoulders are over wrists, heels are reaching back towards the back wall, crown of your head is reaching forward, and your abdomen is engaged. Belly button, navel reaches towards your spine. Exhale, press into your hands, come back to a down dog. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, downward dog. Moving through 2 more times on your own. staying engaged in the plank. And then from your next down dog, begin to walk your feet forward slowly towards the front of your mat to meet your hands. And just hanging there in a forward fold. You can bring one arm to cross in front of the other, grabbing opposite elbows. Sway from side to side a bit. And switch your arms, swaying in the opposite direction. The opposite arm. And then slowly release your arms down and inhale, roll up your spine one vertebra at a time, keeping your chin in towards your chest, letting your head come up last. So that you're standing tall at the very front of your mat. Coming into mountain pose. Bring your feet hip distance apart. So look down at your feet for a moment and just check if there's a bit of space between your feet. Maybe you could put 2 fists distance between your feet. Your feet are parallel so that the heels are directly behind the center of the front of your foot. All 10 toes are pressing down into the mat. Soften your knees as you press the floor away from you, engaging your abdomen, lifting your chest up slightly to draw your shoulders onto your back. Turn your palms to face forward just for a moment to open up your shoulders, and then turn your hands in for mountain pose. From here, we'll move through a few sun breaths or half sun salutation. So bring your hands to your heart center. On your inhale, reach your arms out, around and up, reaching towards the ceiling. And then exhale, fold forward, hinging at your hips, bending at your knees as much as you need to so that your belly can rest on your thighs and hands reach the mat or towards the mat. You may have to bend your knees even more to get there. Keeping your hips bent like this, inhale, reach your heart forward, place your hands on your shins for prepare pose. Exhale, refold, forward fold. Inhale, press down through your feet as you reach your arms out, around and up, coming back up into mountain pose. Arms reaching up toward the ceiling, lifting tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Do that again. Inhale, reach your arms out, around and up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, hands to shins, heart reaches forward. Exhale, refold. Inhale, arms out, around and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, lifting, finding length with your breath. Exhale, fold, softening with the exhale. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms out, around and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift, reach, out, around, extend. Exhale, fold. And from here, plant your hands on the mat and just step back into a downward dog. And take a moment here, extending through the spine. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Imagine your armpits drawing towards your ears, upper arms rolling out as your hands press into the mat. Pressing into the mat, lifting your hips at the same time to create that length almost as if your head is reaching towards the floor. Have your knees as bent as you need to create this length. And take a few breaths here, finding that 5 count breath that we started with, inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, again, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, exhale. On your next exhale, bring your knees down to the mat, untuck your toes, and slowly sit back on your heels in child's pose. Knees together, resting your torso on your thighs. You can keep your arms extended out in front of you long, or if you'd like, you can bring your arms alongside your body. Forehead is on the mat. Just take a few deep breaths here. Maybe reconnecting with that breath. Noticing how you're feeling. And just simply being for a moment. And then from here, come on up to all fours, back into tabletop. And you're going to step your right foot between your hands. And lean forward a bit here. Look forward, open your chest, stretching out the front your left thigh. And from here, lean back a bit. Bring your knee back over your ankle, your front knee over your ankle. Good. Tuck your back toes. And lift your back knee off of the mat. And then from here, step your back foot off to the left a bit, off to the side of the mat, and drop your heel. We're coming into warrior one here. So from here, you can bring your hands up onto your hips and lift your torso up. Keep your front knee bent. Draw your hips forward towards the front of the room as if you had headlights on your hip points, beaming and shining forward. Make sure you keep that front knee bent so that the knee is in line with the ankle. You can look down and check. And then lift your head back up. Imagine that your heart has a string and it's lifting towards the ceiling. Lifting your heart towards the ceiling, shoulders drawn to the back. You can stay here with your hands on your hips, or if you want, you can lift your arms alongside your ears, reaching up, creating length in the side of the body. And then once you find the pose, reconnect with your breath, using it as your anchor through the whole practice. Holding here, pressing into the outside of your back foot. So the full back foot is pressing down as much as the front. And then on an exhale, slowly fold forward, bring your hands back down to the floor. Step your back foot in slightly, maybe a foot in. Straighten your front leg as much as is comfortable. You can keep the front knee bent a bit. Reach your heart forward, extending your spine long, and then fold forward over your front leg into a folding pyramid. Let the top of your head release down. Allow your shoulders to relax. And from here, bring your left hand to the inside of your right foot on the floor. If that's not available to you and you have a block nearby, you can place it on a block or a book, or you can just place your left hand on your shin if that's more comfortable. Bring your right hand to your lower back, to the sacrum, the base of your lower back. And then begin to rotate your upper back so that your right shoulder stacks above your left into a pyramid twist. Looking towards the direction of your front leg. Good. Untwist, bring your hands back down to the mat. Bring your left knee back down, your back knee back down to the mat. And take that front foot back to meet your back leg, coming back into all fours for tabletop. And you can do a cat-cow here in between, just moving the spine a bit to find neutral before we do the other side. And then once you're in a neutral spine, bring your left foot in between your hands. Good. Make sure that you have that foot all the way forward so it's under your knee. Ankle is under the knee. And then just for a moment, lean forward, so much so that your back thigh gets a little bit of a stretch in the front. Looking forward, opening your heart, lifting here. And then exhale, bring that front knee back over the ankle so it's in line with the ankle. Tuck your back toes, lift that knee off of the mat. Step your back foot out to the side a bit, drop your heel. And slowly come into a warrior one here. Bring your hands to your hips to start. Find the alignment of your hips, so hips are pointing forward. Both feet are firmly planted into the ground, evenly. Front knee is bent. Good. Find space between your rib cage as you lift your heart while keeping your shoulders soft. And dropping them away from your ears. Lift your arms toward the ceiling if you did that on the other side. Really see if you can find that length and lightness in your upper body while holding on to the strength in your legs. And letting the breath move in this shape. Take 2 more breaths here. Big, deep breaths all the way into the belly. And on your next exhale, bring your hands back down to frame your front foot. Step your back foot in about a foot. Straighten your front leg. Look forward here for a moment to lengthen your spine, reaching the crown of your head forward. Heart reaches forward, and then exhale, fold over your front leg. And let everything drop down with gravity, releasing your head and neck. Even your shoulders release here. Arms are soft. Notice if your left hip came forward a bit. See if you can draw it back so it's in line with the other hip. Good. From here, bring your right hand to the inside of your front foot. And then rotating toward that front leg, turn your upper body to face the left wall. Hand on your sacrum. You can lift that arm towards the ceiling if you did that on the other side. You can look forward or you can look up towards the ceiling. Take one more deep breath here, inhaling fully into the belly, feeling how that breath maybe moves your body a bit. And then exhale, bring both hands to frame your front foot. Drop your back knee onto the mat. Bring your front knee to meet your back knee. And again, take a child's pose here, sitting back on your heels, forehead onto the mat. Reaching your arms forward. Just breathing into this pause. If your head is not reaching the mat, you can bring a book underneath of it or a block. Or if you have a pillow nearby, rest that under your torso. And then from here, press yourself to sit up. And you're going to swing your legs around in front of you. And just for a moment, come to lay on your back. Bringing your arms alongside your body. Bend your knees so that the soles of your feet are on the mat. Hip distance apart so your heels are behind your sit bones. And your knees your legs are parallel, so your knees are not spreading apart from each other, but they're not touching, almost as if they were holding a block between them, an invisible block. And then you're going to lift your hips toward the ceiling, coming up into a bridge pose, pressing into your feet. And you can shimmy your shoulders underneath of you, if that feels right, and grab hold of your opposite hand underneath of you, making a fist. And as you inhale, really lifting your chest towards your chin, keeping your head still as it is facing the ceiling, lifting with the hips, engaging the legs here, keeping your knees from splaying outwards, just keeping them straight up. One more deep breath here. And then to release out of this, unclasp your hands, lift up on your heels, and slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. You can grab hold of the shins here or knees and draw them in towards your chest, rolling from side to side to massage your back. And then release your feet back down on the mat. Knees are still bent, soles of the feet on the mat. Bring your feet slightly apart, maybe even so that your outside of your foot is on the edge of your mat. Just making sure your feet are wide. And then keeping your feet where they are, drop your knees towards the right. Bring your arms open and out in a T position, and look towards the left, coming into a gentle windshield wiper twist. knees back to center. Make sure that your feet are still wide and drop those knees off in the opposite direction. And turn your head to face the opposite way. Just breathing here and letting the breath slowly move you maybe into the twist a little bit more deeply. Very subtle. Letting your breath expand the body on an inhale and soften it on an exhale. Inhale, back up. And then from here, just drop your knees off to the right, roll over to your right side. And then using your left hand, press yourself to come up into a seated position. We'll do a forward fold here. So extend your legs long out in front of you. Legs are together, legs are straight. Heels are on the mat, toes pointing towards the ceiling. Your sit bones really rooting down, connecting with the floor beneath you. And just for a moment before we fold, we'll come into staff pose. So bring your hands alongside your hips on the floor. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other as you lift your chest, heart reaches up. So you can imagine your shoulders are stacked above your hips, your ears above your shoulders. Legs are extended long, toes are pointing up, completely engaged in staff pose. Still and steady as the breath is soft and movable. And on your next inhale, reach your arms up alongside your ears, reaching really long and tall through the upper part of your body. And then exhale with a straight spine, folding forward into a forward fold. You may even want to bend your knees here so that you can get that stretch in a way that you're not arching your upper back. Almost as if your heart is reaching towards your knees or towards your feet. And then release your head down. Just hold this for a few breaths here. With every inhale, feeling your spine grow longer, even if it's just in the imagination. And then exhale, releasing more deeply into the fold. Three more deep breaths here. And then slowly walking your hands back, rolling up your spine, coming to sit up. Going to come back into the comfortable, easy seat from the beginning of class. Either a cross-legged seat or sitting up on your shins with your knees bent. Wherever you are, just find ease and comfort in your seat. And feel your body making contact with the floor. Sit bones, feet. Bring your hands onto your thighs, close your eyes. Just Just notice how the weight of your arms pulls your shoulders gently away from your ears, softening. And let yourself breathe here naturally. So we'll sit for a few moments. Just take these moments to witness your breath without trying to change it in any way. Just noticing how it moves naturally. Maybe you notice it at your belly, maybe at your chest, or your nostrils, wherever you are most aware of this natural movement of the breath. Just place your attention there. And notice how the inhale is followed by an exhale. And that exhale is followed by an inhale. Maybe there's a slight pause at the end of your exhale and at the end of your inhale. But that breath always comes without any effort. You may notice that you become distracted by a thought, sound, sensation in your body. And when you notice that, just bring your attention back to the breath, which is still there, naturally moving in and out of your body, offering itself to you as an anchor, a place where you can find steadiness. Anytime you become distracted, just come back to the breath. And gently release your chin towards your chest. Flutter your eyes open to a point on the floor in front of you. And slowly come onto your back for a guided relaxation in corpse pose. We'll stay here for about 10 minutes, so make sure you're comfortable. Bring your feet slightly apart. Your arms away from your body. You may become a little colder as you relax the body, so if you have socks that you need to put on, or if you have a sweatshirt or sweater on that you need to put back on, or a cover, make sure you have those with you. You can even roll up a blanket and bring it under your knees to release your lower back, or bring a pillow under the knees. Just find comfort. So your arms are about 6 inches away from your torso, palms face up. Your feet relaxed, dropping open to the side, thighs opening. Legs are about 1 foot apart. Press your lower back into the mat. Shoulder blades down. Turn your head from side to side. And then find center. And before we begin, just in your mind's space, quietly to yourself, repeat, I will stay alert and awake during this relaxation. I will stay awake and alert during this relaxation. I will stay awake and alert during this relaxation. Of course, if that's not possible and you fall asleep, that's okay. But we're just practicing moving into relaxation with awareness. Bring your awareness to your left hand, palm of the hand, back of the hand, all 5 fingers. Just moving your awareness to the point of the body as I name it, without moving that part of your body. If it helps, you can visualize something, an energy there, point of light, blue star. Just letting that part of your body be the only thing that exists. Moving your awareness into your left wrist, forearm. Left elbow, upper arm, point of light, blue star. Left shoulder, armpit area. Left side of your body. Left hip, pelvis region, point of light, blue star. Moving your awareness to your left thigh. Left knee and kneecap. Moving the awareness with the visualization, seeing that light moving into the shin and calf of your left leg. Left ankle and foot, point of light, blue star, the top of your foot, sole of the foot, and all 5 toes. Leaving the left side of your body to be. Bring your awareness to your right hand, palm of your hand, back of your hand, and all 5 fingers. Seeing it as light, point of light, blue star. Right wrist, forearm. Right elbow, upper arm, point of light, blue star, shoulder, armpit area. Right side of your torso. Right hip, pelvis region, point of light, blue star. Right thigh, front of the thigh, back of the thigh. Right knee and kneecap, point of light, blue star. Right shin and calf. Right ankle and foot. Top of the foot, sole of the foot, all 5 toes. Leaving the right side of your body be. Bring your awareness to your torso. Abdomen, see it as light, point of light, blue star. Lower back, middle back, upper back, chest and heart center, point of light, blue star. Neck and throat. Chin and jaw. Cheeks, ears, nose, tip of the nose, point of light, blue star. Eyes, eyelids and eye sockets. And forehead, top of the head, point of light, blue star. Now bring to your mind's eye all of these points of light and blue stars around the body. Seeing yourself as this twinkling, spacious, beautiful, starlit space. Full of so much potential and energy. Just allow yourself to sparkle here for a few moments. In that space between each star, between each breath. Nourished and comforted by this space. And then gently bring your awareness back to your breath. Allow your belly to rise on an inhale, fall on an exhale. Gently and with ease, bring the body back into your awareness. You can wiggle your fingers and toes. And reach your arms overhead. If that feels good for you, stretching long through one side of the body and then the other. Just allowing yourself to move as if you're waking up from the most beautiful nap of your life. About to start the most beautiful day or evening ahead of you. Unaware of what's ahead, but knowing that you've set your intention and how you will respond, and trusting that you will be ready. Slowly bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet to the mat. And roll over to your right side. Taking a moment here, moving with ease and gentleness. Press yourself to sit up when you're ready. And bring your hands together at your heart center. And you can maybe take a moment here to thank yourself for taking this time, almost an hour here, to practice, to honor yourself. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.